Brief recap. I'm just going to go live as well so we may share with others. And I'll just start and just greet those who are there. And thank you so much, Sarah, for the incredible work. And I'm so proud of you all, the incredible work you are doing, the mindset transformation, which is all about it. And for those who also join us or watch the recording later, we just want to congratulate you wherever you are right now in your journey of life. Life is a journey, isn't it? It's a beautiful journey. And I always say, honestly, it's how we look at life. Challenges are a part of this journey of life. Challenges are meant to be trials, struggles, hardship. I was just driving and I was listening to Robin Sharma, a book, The 5 a.m. Club, and he was talking about Nelson Mandela, how he went to South Africa, went to the prison where he was, 27 years of his life. And they asked him how he did it. He got there bitter. But when he was leaving and he became the president, they said he made this statement that there is no way true freedom is not really getting off the prison or taking those chains, physical chains off you. It's really your ability to forgive and let go. That's how you liberate yourself. That he realized that if he left that prison with unforgiveness, he would never have been free. He will be carrying a huge burden within him, and that will not propel him to the opportunities that were ahead of him. In other words, he will not be able to step into that great opportunity, that great future, and live it wholly, because he will be tied to the past. Forgiveness, pain, hurt. Each one of us, each one in this planet has gone through their own share of trials, hardship. If they've not yet gone through, they will go through. It is vital. It's important. It's just like we go through a process of, learning to speak or learning to walk. We were talking about it last week. How many times did we fall before ever walking? We still fall sometimes as adults. There's some elderly who fallen and had serious injuries. But it's just part of life. It's really how we prepare our mind, to encounter these challenges that makes the difference. It's when, and the more aware we are, if you are aware, like it says one thing for me, it says in this way you have troubles, you have tribulations. We have already been told, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. In other words, it's just like smile, while you go through this. And I'll tell you this, I don't know if I shared this with you, Sarah. I'm a Christian. My faith is so important for me. I work with everyone. I'm not called to work with specific groups. God has called me for every child of His out there, those who are lost, whatever it is, who are hurting and in so much pain. So we went to this church. We usually go to Wales. We have a place there. We go there sometimes and just relax. We've made an incredible Christian community there. We went to church. And there was this pastor who was just praying for me. He has the gift of prophecy. And he was just telling me that, he sees me like God has this great plan. I'm going so far. It's going to be deviation. And sometimes I think Mike is behind my husband. But every now and then he has to stop, and then let's pray together. Actually, and he said, for some reason, as he was talking, he saw some sharp pebbles like rocks. He said, it's like they're sharp, so that's going to be painful. But he says, I can hear the Lord telling me, dance. I don't know whether it's a physical dance. There will be pebbles. There will be sharp. As he kept prophesying again, he kept seeing them. He said, the pebbles are so vivid. They are so alive. They are sharp. It's like I'm going through rocks and whatever. He says, and I hear him saying dance. I'm not sure if it's a physical dance. And it's incredible. Do you know what it means to be prepared psychologically? And last year and even this coming year, I had some challenges that you won't ever know. But honestly, because I've made on myself that this can never be a challenge of mine. And I think, Sister, I know what I mean. We have similar things that we say we are not even bothered. That can never be a challenge. So I know that. I know the God who myself. I'm like, I will never. So, but I was just thinking and I was smiling and laughing. I'm like, I'm going to dance. I put on the music and I was like, in that trying moment, because I have actually been told, I have been informed, I am aware. So this is what is happening to us when we become aware. I shouldn't say, why me? Why should it be you and not me? Why another person? If Nelson Mandela did not go through what he went, he would not have been the incredible leader that we all talk of today. The traits, the qualities. How can I ever talk of being patient if no one has pushed me to the wall, to the state where I am forced to react and I don't react? I can't talk of being patient if I've not gone through that trial, that test. and then I succeeded. How can I really talk of, having the power to rise again? Resilience is our ability to bounce back. A ball only bounces when it hits a hard surface. The harder the surface, the further the ball can bounce. So it means that if I talk of being resilient, I must hit rock bottom sometimes, or I might have already hit rock bottom. I must be pushed and hit to that wall, but I'm able to bounce back. Just like, I think it's Maya Angelou who said, like, with all the prejudice on us blacks, just like dust, people step on them, still they rise. You are able to rise. They want to oppress you, put you in a label called asylum seeker, abused, depressed, oppressed, whatever they call that label. Still, you're going to find an outlet. You're going to rise. And sometimes when we have that stage where we feel, I'm saying feeling because it's not reality, it's not the truth, it's our perception of what is reality or truth that has been skewed, has been distorted. And then we have that feeling because feelings are not permanent, they are temporal, they will pass. So we feel sometimes that, I'm broken, there is this sharp pain. What I want you to know sometimes is that the truth is, you've been like so blocked, so in your own world. You've been isolated. You've put layers upon layers of your troubles, your pain, that you can't even see anything else. So that brokenness is an outlet for light to come into you, to show you that there is light out there. This is not the only world. That world of darkness, of pain. So that brokenness is your ability to have a taste, a feel of the light. I say, the Lord wants to come to you using that brokenness. Let His light shine within you. Let His love fill you so you can have people, because there are people out there in the world ready to love you. No matter how much you've been betrayed, that tiny brokenness is that open to allow true love, genuine people who are authentic, waiting to show you love, expecting nothing in return, just because they are loved and they've got love to give. Think about it. That trees, have you ever seen, there was a tree, I think in Pittston Road, our building in Pittston Road, the trees that come up from the fence, from cement, they keep cutting that tree. Can you imagine? Normally we know that trees grow well in ground, fertile soil. Can you imagine a tree growing in a cement, a rock? How incredible, how resilient. And sometimes all these levels of society, they are the boxes that they've cemented our potential, our greatness. And that crack is an opportunity for us to still show up. You've cemented me, you've locked me here. You don't want me to come out because you know there is greatness within me. But I'm grateful for this brokenness. I'm grateful for this crack because I'm going to use it to escape. To bring the greatness that's been dormant within me, that's been buried and, supported. So the world will never know, or I will never have a feel or experience that greatness myself. This is my opportunity. I'm going to go through. And with nature, the light, the water, the rain, they are natural. It will allow you to sprout. People like ourselves, we are here to allow you to sprout and to shine. So it's so important, please. Let's not let our past hold us back from experiencing the beauty and the greatness of our present life and future. Excuse me. Because what happens? Like I said, you said that before as well. Our past is for a purpose. Everything in life is for a purpose. But maybe some of us cannot see that purpose yet because we're in so much pain and hurting. What happens is, if you cannot see it yet and you just think it's all pain, it's all brokenness, let go of it. But the truth is there's a message behind that mess.
It's basically then you can feel pain for the other people. If the similar person sits in front of you, if you have not been through all these pains or lessons, so you might not understand the same kind of pain for other people.
I love that. And you might be so indifferent, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how I just met a lady, an amazing, beautiful lady. I told you, Sarah.
Yeah.
As I just packed my car, I was coming to join you all here. I just went over to greet her and I just told her we are here, we work with women and all of that. And she said, I said, do you know anyone or do you need it? a service we provide. She just said, "I'll need it," and she started crying. She was just sobbing and crying and crying. I couldn't leave her. I just hugged her. I said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I asked her name. She said yes, but she was crying. She wasn't okay. I said, "Please, can I help you? Please, can you come with me?" I was going to leave all my things in the car. She said, "No, I cannot come with you." I said, "Okay, I'll just stay with you. I cannot leave you in this state." I said, "Please, I want to support." And she was just crying. She went down literally and was sobbing and crying. I'm like, I looked at her straight into the eyes. I said, "I see a beautiful lady. I see an incredibly beautiful, wonderful person." And I'm sure she was like, "Who is this lady?" But you could see that she could resonate. Her eyes widened and she was looking deep into my eyes. I said, "Yes, I can experience the pain you're going through. I can see you are crying. I just want to reassure you, this should not define you. This is not who you are. I don't know what you are going through right now. You don't want to tell me. I understand. I'm a stranger, but I am meeting you here today. It's not by chance. It's not by chance. It was destined. It's for a purpose." I said, "Please use me. Is there one thing I can do to make you feel better today?" She said, "Maybe just a hug." I hugged her so tightly. I hugged her before. I hugged her so tightly again. And I just looked at her into her eyes and I just felt like maybe give her some words to uplift her. I said, "You're a beautiful woman. I see greatness within you. I see the beauty beyond this physical challenge that you are going through. And you know what? What you are going through today, believe me, you will overcome it. And someday you will use these to shape and build others. You will hope." And she was nodding, but you could see that she was taking this in. I hugged her again. And I said, "You smelled so beautiful." She had a beautiful perfume, every opportunity to make her, feel wonderful. Love. I said, "You are loved, you are magnificent, you are cherished, you are so worthy." And she just left and I showed her where we are. I said, "Please stop by any time." And it's just incredible. So you see situations like that. Don't let your past. Don't.
One thing, sorry to interrupt you, one
That's
thing
okay.
in our lives are like, normally we are like, when you feel depressed or stressful, I had a friend was telling Saira that my friend, she's a doctor and she knows me for the past 25 years.
Wow.
When I was
Wow.
like through all my childhood, she
Yeah.
saw me. And she saw all that challenges and things which I've been through and the bad traumatic childhood and everything. She always encouraged me that you are intelligent, you are capable of everything. She always she can see as a neutral person, she see the potential in you. And she said, "I know, I have a belief on you that one day you will do all the things." And trust me, when I was going for my interview with the Home Office, I spoke to one of the lawyers and he said, "No, your case is not really valid or something like this. I don't think so. You're telling them your life story, which was original, and it will impact on them." I said, "It really?" And he said, No, your case is nothing. But still, I was confident about my things.
Yeah.
I went to Home Office without any lawyer. I had the confidence, I had the communication skills, and I had the help from Allah.
Yeah.
I spoke to them, I told them this is the problem which I am facing. And my life is important. So for my life, for safety, I will take a decision which makes me feel safe. As because it's not like your life is important, my life is less worthy than that. So I believe if you are important, I am important.
I love that.
To live this life in a peaceful way.
Yeah.
Then he was looking at me. So by the time you will see how people will discourage you and how they will make you feel less confident, and you cannot face society, you cannot face people.
Yeah.
But eventually, if you have some people, they will encourage you that you are a good person, you can face and build confidence in you, and one day you will fight. And by that person, she was with me, she was telling me, and eventually I went for an interview with a full confidence. I spoke to them and I told them this is what's happening to me, and my family was stopping me. And today I got the courage to speak to you directly. and I will not go from this country because I feel safe here.
Wow.
Why would I go?
Wow.
So trust me, everybody was saying you haven't received your answer. It was 2 months.
It will be negative.
Negative.
And finally you got it. It's just, that's
and
amazing.
the surprises was when Allah was started giving me surprises. The one day I came here, I passed my theory test. The second day I received the email. The third day I received the call, and the fourth day I received my papers.
Wow. Wow. Well done. Well done. Super proud of you. Honestly, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And again, is that when you actually don't click to the past, you live in the present, you have hope. Because you know that, our better days are always ahead of us.
Yes.
Tomorrow should be far better. Why? Because we must have gained experience today. We must have learned something new about life every single day. So we don't step into tomorrow the same way we were when we step into today. We step into tomorrow wiser, with more maybe connection, with more knowledge. So we know more. We can affront tomorrow much better. Some people think it's just a cliche. It's just a saying that your best days are ahead of you. But it's because we are more prepared as well. We are ready. And we are actually, more equipped to receive all the greatness that's there for us. So it's really, really important to have this mindset. Know who you are. Know who you are. Like you said, you are worthy. Every human is worthy. Every human deserves to live. Every human has the right to an opinion, to express themselves. Every human is valuable and is here for a purpose. No single human on this earth is useless. It doesn't matter your situation. You might think right now, I've never worked, I've never added value. No worries. Look at what you can do from now on. You could volunteer somewhere. You could give your strength and your skills somewhere. You can just help to encourage someone who has been through, going through a similar situation that you went through, which is why you went through this situation and you did not die. You did not actually, kill yourself. I even go beyond. You are a victor. You're not a survivor. We're never meant to survive. Survival happens when we run danger. We run away from danger. We flee away from something that wants to destroy us. After survival, what happens? We need to live. Life is meant to live fully and wholly, victoriously, not to survive. We survive in a state. Maybe your mind wants to take you to a safe place, like you were saying, because of course we have all the clues within us. Our emotional brain, the amygdala, which is a part of our emotional system, emotional brain, they call it the limbic system, to help us to be aware of danger even before we see it, so we can perceive it, prepare, and run for that. So we have the adrenaline, cortisol, our hearts are beating faster, we are more alert, we can run like Usain Bolt. So it's just part of that. So we get away from that danger. But life is not always about running from danger, surviving the attack of a lion. You have to live. And that's why I always tell people, don't call yourself a survivor. The world gives people all these labels: survivor of domestic violence, victim of this. You are not. You are not. You have conquered. So you have had victory over that situation. Somebody who wins a race is not a survivor. It's a victor. It's a winner. You never win a race and come first and they say you survived that race. Wow, they cheer you up. You are the winner. You are a winner. You are a victor. We must have that same mind. Anything mindset that did not kill us, that has not killed us, it might have broken us, but we are still in that brokenness, remember, because we need to heal. Because without that brokenness, we will stay thinking that's all life is all about. We'll never know there's a better life out there. There's a better life out there, and we can also live that life. So that brokenness is for a purpose, for healing, for love to penetrate you, for people to come into your life and help you, for you to see the world in a different way, not as it really is, and all of that. So it's so important, because when we hold on to our past, imagine you have to go somewhere, you have so much baggage with you. If you had a lot of load, how long will it take you to come to this place today? Forever. And if it's so heavy, that actually the pain of past traumatic, it's so heavy. That's why people get so depressed. It just keeps you lie down. You don't even want to move. You don't want to go out. All you want is to lie down, because the baggage you are carrying upon you, it's so heavy. The force that is holding you down has become greater, because you've sealed yourself from the force that is there to propel you forward. Motivation is always higher than any depressive force, but because you don't even see any significant reason to be motivated, You don't see why you need to leave. So unfortunately, it's like you've cemented yourself and saying, no force of love should come into me. Do you see what I mean? Or you're under the ground. No light should come into me. But even light has a way of going underneath the ground to nurture and nourish it. So it's so important, please. As much as we think about it, because our past is to shape us so we don't make similar mistakes, the questions we should be asking, what's the lesson? What's the message? What message is it that God is telling me, speaking to me? What can I learn? You know, ask for the message in your mess. Not looking at the pain and getting stuck there. What message? What is it equipping me to do? What is it telling me? What is it showing me? Sometimes it's just bringing out the power in you. Or your true purpose. Like we talked about the coffee, carrot, and tea. You know, maybe we just share that briefly. That when we go through life challenges, you know, it's just a metaphor. We can either be an egg or carrot. Okay, imagine an egg, coffee, and carrot. Okay, they are different, isn't it? But because they are completely different based on the characteristics. If I boil a carrot, what will happen?
It becomes soft.
Superb, thank you, and all of that. But if I boil an egg as well, what will become? Harder? Is it perfect, solid? It was before. And if we do with a coffee, initially it was powder, we put it in hot water. All right. Have we ever seen anybody who come to that? So it's like, who are you when you go through challenges? Are you an egg? So maybe before, so nothing is bad. You can't blame that hot water. Oh, you made me to become hard. I used to be a liquid egg. You've changed me. I'm so upset. That is part of your transformation, to reveal your true beauty, to reveal another facet of an egg. That though fragile, there is a purpose in that egg, even when it's fragile and now solid, there is another purpose for it. And like the carrot as well, you've never really changed. If you understand it, it's another part of you that can never be revealed if you are put in hot water. So that hot water has not come to kill or destroy you, but to reveal another facet, another dimension of your being, of your potential, of your power. So we cannot really blame challenges and say, you know, my challenges are more than yours. That's why I am who I am. It is who we are that determines how we actually respond to life challenges. Like the egg came out based on its characteristics and nature. Whereas I love the coffee we usually say. The coffee says, okay, you think you're a challenge hot water? I will change you. I will transform you completely. Once you get into me or I step into you, you are no longer hot water. You become coffee. And my purpose can only be revealed when you come into me. I merge with you. People don't drink powder, coffee. They drink coffee, and some say, "Ooh, the aroma is beautiful. It's amazing." I don't take coffee, and it's bitter for me, so I don't know. But you know, people who drink coffee. That's what they say. So imagine you transforming that challenging situation. He said, "I'm not gonna wait until I come out of this challenge like the egg to know I'm more resilient and rigid. I'm no longer fragile." While I'm going through this very situation, I'm going to transform my challenging situation. I'm going to bring beauty in that challenging situation. I'm going to bring light in that darkness. And you cannot talk of having darkness when there is light. Because my nature, my essence is light. I'm not going to be afraid of darkness. I will step in there and know I take over and I become manifest. It's my opportunity to shine the brightest, because you cannot even see light shining if there is sunlight out there. Am I right? So some of those dark moments in our life is the moment for us to shine wholly and fully, wholeheartedly, revealing our light to the world. So those who are going to stumble will not stumble because you are present and because you are there. Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
How all the things that happen to us have a way of revealing to us the truth about who we are, our true essence, our true value, what, so we can serve the world wholly. So please, please, do not hold on. Do not define yourself by that past. That's not who you are. Because like I always say, you created what is now your past. You made that experience. Am I right? Without you living, there will never be any past. So who were you before that past? How come you go through a journey and you use that journey now to define who you are?
Yeah.
You can't. You precede that past. The past is yesterday. The past is what I said 2 minutes ago has passed. But I am now in the present. I can't leave that to define me. I am defining. I'm redefining. I'm paving the way and creating a new dimension based on who I am. I continue to make new paths. I continue to shape and transform the world and wherever I go to. So I really hope whatever you're going through, you live today, my darling, knowing that tu es tellement spécial, tellement unique, precious, avec une unique potentiel bout dans cette vie pour toutes les choses que tu as traversées jusqu'à le moment. C'est pour une raison. Il y a un motif pour laquelle tu as traversé cette chose, expérience. Mais il ne faut pas te limiter. Oui. Yeah. À cause de tout ce que tu as traversé. Ce n'est pas toi. Toi, tu es souvent unique, tu es souvent all present. And use every moment. I'm going to stop now there. And thank you all for joining so we can talk here and chat here. I'm just going to go off and remember who you are. Don't be so stuck to your past. Forgive if you have to forgive anyone.